Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the season finale of season number 2 for New Girls Reaction, episode number 25, called Elaine's Big Day. Hopefully, you've been enjoying the series. Hopefully, you are having a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Head on over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reactions over there. Episodes extra early over there as well. With that being said, previous episode was a mess, to say the least. A lot was going on in that day. But nonetheless, Nick and Jess had their moment at the end, so that was something that was really refreshing and good to see. I didn't want it to be a sort of, what do they call it? Hit it and quit it, if you will, or a one-time bang and run out of there type of situation. And it seems like they're not going to go that route, which is good. I feel like there's real potential with these two, and so hopefully we run with it further than just this season, because I think it deserves more than just the ending of the season. Obviously, it's a big day for Cece, her wedding day with Shiv Rang, all that good stuff that's going to be happening in this episode. So I'm very curious to see where we end this season and what we have in store for the seasons to come. So with that being said, let's start it up, man. Buckle your seatbelts. Let's ride.
Miami Vice called.
Wait.
I don't know how to finish that joke.
What?
It's so wrinkly.
Your belly's on my head.
Dad, can you come and take our picture?
All right. Go
Back to
directly
go.
to the Chinatown trash can where you got that suit.
There's nothing
Dad,
wrong with this
we need to
suit.
take the picture.
I wore this to my high school
It's
graduation.
so
Nick, you're not
wrinkly.
doing yourself any favors.
All right,
Bob got exactly what he wanted. He wanted his daughter to be in the picture by herself.
Check it out. Schmidt gave me his worst suit.
For 3 hours, so you better go pee now. You know, your weak bladder.
You remember?
Ouch.
Of course I did.
Now I have to pee. Every time you say pee, I have to pee.
Thank you for coming. All the way across the
it
world.
wasn't
Back
that.
out now, please.
It
Schmidt,
wasn't
my
that
closest
at all.
friend. Help me.
What did Jess say?
Well, Jess didn't hear it. Cece told me with her eyes.
Oh, so
Oh
nothing
my
else.
God.
Married.
Oh my
Guys,
God.
I know Cece. I know her looks.
And later, I'm gonna bust you hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Good night,
God.
nurse. I've been naughty.
What is going on here?
Bros.
Adults. So good night, nurse. Sorry for saying that. I'm all turned around.
He's only doing it because he wants to impress Jess. It's happening, man. They're gonna sabotage.
Thank you, buddy.
No
I
problem,
appreciate
Nicholas.
that. Thank you.
Now. Now.
Oh, what are we doing? Oh. Oh, big moment, man. Big moment. Where's Winston?
Turn it off. Couldn't stop it even if I wanted to.
Turn it off.
Oh my God.
Nick.
Pranks.
What is your...
Every villain. Every villain.
You were
Phase 3.
What's phase 3? Whatever it is, I'm in.
Ooh.
Let's do this.
They are all in on.
What?
Nick's
What?
Yeah, Nick, you've never gone along with one of my pranks before. This is exciting.
I never know.
What are we doing, guys?
Is that... What's going on?
Bucky got out of his cage, man.
No!
Go get him!
No! Get out of here!
You're coming with me.
Bucky!
Dude, I would be terrified. I couldn't do it. I would have broke these ducks and fell right down.
Paulo! I don't want...
Guys,
Oh, this is.
you know.
And the sad part
We're
about it
thinking a
is
lot about
that
the
Jess is gonna be in it. Told you. Oh shoot! Holy crap!
I have my best people on it.
I'm out it! Don't scare the badger! Smitty, help!
Funnel it into the man, Dab!
Okay.
Hey guys, he's in the 9th row. He's headed north.
Where were we? Your Honor? Please.
Or Cotton Eye Joe. This isn't what I want.
Oh, dude, if I'm shivering, I'm
I want to
pissed.
be with
Elaine! Come!
Let's go to Vegas in a load.
All right. Well, it is Elaine's big day.
It feels like good to me. Does that feel good to you?
No, it does not feel good to anyone that watch. Winston, my man, nice of you to join us.
Thanks, man.
What to say, dude? Helped Nick out and Nick didn't even take him.
Don't say no.
Hey. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, man. Wants to spend time with you, Jess. Right, man. There you have it. Season 2's season finale of New Girl. I mean, I hate to say it, but I got exactly what I wanted from the show. I wanted the perfect ending to season 2, and I think that was exactly what I got. We got Cece, who didn't go through with the shivrang, however you pronounce it, wedding, which I think both of them were not very much into it, so that made sense. We got, Nick and Jess, even though they had a little fight and a little dispute during this episode, and they, called it off. Bringing it back into the mix and actually running with it. That's another great thing. We got a really good, solid amount of Winston, which is surprising to me, considering the last episode was Winston's birthday, and we didn't get much of him at all. In this episode, we got a lot of him, so that was a lot of good. I think the only downer is that Schmidt once again didn't choose. Like, what? Dude, just say, hey, Cece's for me. I'm sorry, Elizabeth. Whatever the case may be, or go with Elizabeth. Do whatever your heart desires. You should have picked one, man. You should have picked one. But nonetheless, we got all of that good stuff happening. A very, for the most part, beautiful wedding, apart from Winston and Schmidt sabotaging it. We got, for some random reason, why was the Badger even there? Who knows? We had that moment as well. Pretty, cool, funny moment in the air ducts as well. There's just a lot of stuff that was going on in this episode that I think, for the most part, was just a really good episode, like a high 8 for me, maybe even a 9. I'm going to do a little quick recap in case I forgot anything. Oh, yeah, I did. Actually, now that I think about that, Taylor Swift randomly showing up. I was like, who's Elaine? I kept thinking maybe I missed an episode, or I didn't quite remember an episode where Cece's real name was Elaine. No, it's Cecilia. That doesn't make any sense. Who was Elaine? And so we find out that Taylor Swift is Elaine. Very funny intro to it, obviously, where they're all dressed up. Mr. Vice himself, Nick Miller, comes out looking wrinkly as ever. Basically, it's the big day, man. Man, Shivrang is really short, but it's a big day, man. It's wedding day. It's Cece's wedding. We have this, conversation about what's going to go about as far as the wedding, all the, extravagant little things that are going to be happening. And then, we get to the moment where we see Cece in her dress, all dolled up and ready to go. And Schmidt walks in, and in her look, the look from her face was like, I'm not ready for this. I don't want to get married to him, any of that. And so Schmidt instantly turns into, I got to sabotage it to save her. And pretty much that's exactly what this episode is Schmidt sabotaging this wedding with Winston. And to be honest, the whole Winston thing, dude is so bad at pranks that he finally got some good pranks to go for him, that I was so proud. I was so freaking proud. Obviously, the third one that was phase 3 that was on him was a little too far, but nonetheless, he had a really good time. He felt good. He finally got his pranks to work. And then, pretty much the 7 circles doesn't occur. We meet Elaine, like I said. I guess he was in love with her since 1st grade. And so they get their happy ending. Cece doesn't have to get married, so she gets a happy ending. Jess and Nick make up, which is another happy ending. I would have wanted an answer here, personally, just to kind of sort of, if you're going to kill Elizabeth off, not kill her off, but if you're going to get rid of her in some way, shape, or form, at least give us a reason. Winston shows up here, obviously gotten bit by the Badger. Gives Nick some good advice, man. Some good advice. Nick doesn't even offer to take him to the hospital or anything. He goes and gets his girl, and to me, it was the storybook ending to a season that I needed for this season. Overall, I'll probably give the season an 8. I kind of want to give the slight edge to season 1 just because it was so raw and, you know, sort of the first time that I had ever watched a show quite like this. And so I think I give the slight edge still to season 1, but I definitely like season 2 as well because of the fact that, you know, we got some big moments in season 2. You know, Halloween being one of those. I think Halloween is when he went through the haunted house is one of those things that will always sort of stick with me. We have obviously, you know, some of these previous episodes, the Virgin episode that we had a couple weeks ago, that was a really good one as well. So there's a lot of good episodes in this season, and so this season isn't something to take lightly. I think I'd give it probably like a high 8. But nonetheless, that is the episode. That's the reaction. That's the review. Hopefully you enjoyed both. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Head on over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reactions over there. Episodes extra early over there as well. With that being said, I'll catch you guys later. Peace, guys.